Profiting off misery. A question posed after channels like Pegasus and Smug Alana, a VTuber.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Have made videos talking about Hasan Abi's fall-off drama and kind of making, at least in my opinion, a vile video about it. But let's give some context. So, today I was looking for some slop, and I went onto r/YouTuber drama after finding nothing on Twitter. I saw a Reddit post titled, "Talking about profiting off someone else's misery, as VTuber Smug Alana and commentary channel Pegasus makes fun of Hasan." Now, I did my research. I watched the original video and Smug Alana's reaction to this video. At the beginning, I had a straight opinion. I hated Hasan and his stupid takes. I hated how much hypocrisy was rooted in his streams and arguments and his horrible takes. But at the end of this reaction video, I genuinely started to drift into the favor of Hasan. That these characters were so vile, it shifted a whole perspective I had built up for quite possibly months. When I first saw Hasan on commenting on controversy, I thought his posts were a bit idiotic and hypocritical. To me, he appeared as a lazy streamer. He just ate food and barely reacted to things, sometimes leaving the stream for seconds, minutes, hours on end while his stream just watched the YouTube video for him. And then he made hypocritical takes. For example, he wore clothing called Eat the Rich while being a trust fund baby because of his rich parents and uncle. He's deeply socialist while engaging in capitalist worldviews as a channel reactor, which Dark Viper AU made an amazing video on, explaining how Hasan was reacting to content, making lots of money from it, and then draining the people who actually made the content from viewers, leading to a wage trickle-down effect, which is basically capitalism. But again, I recommend you watch him after me. Oh, and while you're here, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. A million years of good luck if you do. Thanks. For real though. Back to the video. He made stupid takes like how streaming, at least in his part, is harder than a 9 to 5, which I'm sorry it's not. He buys Porsches and $3 million mansions, which is his home, while still acting like a socialist. Pretty much just being a hypocritical, idiotic streamer, limited in worldview, and single-minded, while still being quite rude. When reacting to Dark Viper AU's original video, he was just calling him smelly and disgusting because of chest hair of all things. So yeah, an unfavorable character. That's context to why I hated him, and kinda still do. Hate's a strong word, but I'm gonna use it lightly today. So after seeing this post, the thing we're going back to, talking about profiting off somebody else's misery, I watched the Smug Alana VTuber video, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit biased. I absolutely hate VTubers, and I hate commentary YouTubers. Kinda/mostly. I do believe it's good to have points on things, different perspectives, to make sure you can cover everything in an argument, but at least in this case, I just hated this commentary. Really. Especially on the reaction side. But of course, that's also what I do, so. But I kinda hope I'm less disrespectful and more engaged when I commentate, rather than just being rude and disrespectful, like many other commentary YouTubers do, like Leafy. Okay, so the video, I'm not gonna lie, made some good points as to why Hasan is quite hypocritical, rude, and all of the above. But it was also kinda vile. Hasan has been in a mental breakdown, we'll say, adding context, because his viewership has been dropping, and he's made actually concerning messages such as, "I'm going to unalive myself." Now, I'm sorry, but no matter the case, no matter who, at least I believe human life is valuable, and when Hasan, who hasn't done anything horrendously wrong like kill someone or touch kids, makes a statement like this, it should slightly be taken seriously, which really wasn't done in this video, which I believe is quite disrespectful, or rather videos. I'm going to talk about my main criticisms of these videos and my minor ones. My major ones being the concerns over his sort of statement/threats of suicide, but I really wouldn't call them threats, and minor ones like the blatant hypocrisy shown at least in this reaction video. When it came to the topic of suicide or unaliving, I felt like both videos treated this as quite disrespectful, calling him a baby, womp womp, when a man puts out a message like that. Now, the main reason for his unaliving message on his Discord community was because he was experiencing this kind of streamer fall-off, which, at least to him, numbers are important. And I'm just assuming, but when you've built up your whole achievement and community and success to streaming, seeing those numbers drop can be disheartening, especially to someone like you, Hasan. I don't know why I acted like I was talking to him in person. But I believe that no human emotion should be disregarded / limited. For example, Pegasus said womp womp, and I quote, "If I don't make $1 gajillion, I'm gonna go jump off a bridge," end quote. It's kind of just disrespectful. I mean, I feel like I'm crazy saying this, but I believe it to just be straight up, just disrespectful. But again, he made a good point after that, which I'm gonna say this VTuber did not. And again, I just absolutely hate VTubers. Like, they give me the feral urge to projectile vomit all over the screen. Whenever I see their face, I just hate it. Like a Scamboli reviews type situation. Anyway, I got carried away. Pegasus' point was, it's unhealthy to have your streaming numbers have such an effect on your mental health, which, again, is fair. And something I actually agree with. But this streamer is just so incessantly, insufferably annoying. And not just because they're a VTuber. I genuinely kinda hate this. Watching this video was like torture for me. I'm not even gonna lie. The first like 5 minutes, oh my god. Please subscribe to heal a tiny, minuscule, dismissible amount of pain that detrimentally affected me. I feel like I was getting a CTE from this. Chronic brain damage by watching this. Again, I need to stop being a hater. No, why don't you guys remind me? Can you remind me, please? I'm blaming you now. Remind me when I'm getting carried away. But pretty much, she just mocked him completely, made fun of him for his viewer drop, and was just really disrespectful. And annoying, but that's just me. Saying you're being such a weenie after somebody said they'd kill themselves, and telling themselves to grow up, is just straight up disrespectful. Like I said, these numbers probably mean everything to Hasan. Even if he's just dropped to like 13k viewers now, that sucks for him. You should be able to express emotion without people saying no. You shouldn't be able to express this emotion because I think it's stupid. That is some 1984 shit. And I know that analogy is used all the time, over-exaggerated, but still, human emotion should not be limited. Be sad about something you want to be sad about. You should not have people saying, no, you can't be sad about this. Like, come on. Don't be such a baby when you said you wanted to unalive yourself. I feel like there's bias here. If this was somebody like Pokimane, that would never happen. If Pokimane said she wanted to unalive herself because of a drop in viewership, that would be taken seriously. But because it's somebody people don't really like other than the cult circle of fans, people just think they can say that, just freely, which I don't agree with, and I'm calling out. And I picked Pokimane not for any reason except she kind of had the same reaction style where she just ate food and reacted, I guess. And Pegasus said himself that they are alike, that Hasan was basically the female Pokimane, which he says at the start of the video. He says that, not me. But again, I'm using that analogy there, so I can't act like I'm not completely disjointed from that argument. So yeah, to summarize, he should not be criticized for feeling depressed about a viewership drop, and I believe that is kind of vile in these videos, that saying, oh, you're just a baby for saying I want to unalive myself after just such a small viewership drop. It's just kind of vile to me. Like, calling them a baby for saying that? I mean, really? The VTuber, which I deeply hate, created an analogy provided by her chat, because VTubers are never original. Okay, stop me, guys. Stop me. See, I'm hating you. Guys need to stop me. Anyway, provided the idea as I'm going to unalive myself if you leave me type situation, where a person in the couple guilt trips the other person in the couple who wants to break up by saying, I'm going to unalive myself. But that is nothing alike, because that is not a guilt trip. At least, à mon avis, that Hasan believes if he says, I'm gonna unalive myself, all those viewers will come back. That is not the thought process. He is just genuinely depressed and upset at that viewership drop. Maybe just in that moment, but still, You can't just make fun of that. Be respectful. Do better, child. They do this a bunch in the video. This is like half of Pegasus's argument. I can understand the opposite argument, that this could be for attention, that he should be grateful for what he has, that he shouldn't be upset at a small viewership drop when he's making trash content and still has so many viewers in the first place. But still, it's just making fun of somebody for saying that is just distasteful. I'm sorry. In my opinion, it did improve in the later side of the video, around 10 minutes in from a 15-30 minute video, and the reaction VTuber's video 24 minutes in to 34, but roughly a couple minutes earlier than that. Some good points were made about the gratefulness and living life on easy mode, and that why you're really upset, but like I said, just distasteful. Pegasus, I can kind of agree with it, but the VTuber I don't, and that's not really just because of it. Okay, switching sides for perspective, so this is a fair commentary video. Pegasus pulls it back in the last 5 minutes of the video, talking about how he should be grateful, life's on easy mode, that he's had so much, that he should improve his mental, shouldn't be so caught up, that he's a rotten person inside, and that's why he's become so obsessed with the numbers and streaming, and it's really getting to him. But again, making fun of, unaliving, distasteful. Destiny, also shown in the Pegasus video, made a good comment about his fall off, that being Hasan's, how he lost his connection to Ethan, pretty sure H3, his unwillingness to collaborate with other communities, and his loss of that original political mindset of far-left doomerism type thing. And this controversy about other countries like Israel, Gaza and stuff, China, Taiwan, slowly starts to dribble, so will Hasan's viewership. Weird inflection. And he's losing his fan base. Pegasus made points about Hasan just hating every other community, constantly trying to make people enemies, and I quote, "It's us against them, Hasan and everyone else." A Reddit post made by, I guess, a Hasan fan was also a good point, talking about how he should stop stressing about the viewer count, that those unaliving messages were cropped out of context, and again, viral, disgusting comments on those from Twitter and Reddit, and I quote, dunking on him for that. Again, this reverts back to the argument of be grateful for what you have. There's always going to be a fall off no matter what. Viewers are going to drop sometimes, others not, and to just live with it. Build connections with people you have, and stop stressing about who's not. That's a good point. Pegasus makes the point where when he gets political, Hasan, and very hateful, it's a miserable existence, and Pegasus can't support that. The Reddit post ending with, "I hope he doesn't complain about this again, Hasan," and that it's unnecessary stress. Things like time zones, content, everything is natural with the fall off, but we're losing track of the main point, that these videos of Pegasus and the VTuber are kind of viral. But this side of the argument, this side of the rant was arguing for Pegasus, because I'm just a godly commentary YouTuber like that. I'm just the nicest, most best, most amazing commentary YouTuber, and you should totally subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, who am I kidding? There's like 2 of you guys watching right now. Me and my brother. Okay, no, seriously. If anyone's still watching, respect to you. You're a real one, man. A real brother. Now, at this point, Pegasus' videos end. Ending on kind of a sour note, where he says he shouldn't be complaining about viewership, and Hasan's a decade older than him, and Pegasus would already have a family by then. But now for the minor things. Mainly being my criticism of this VTuber video. Now, I think this could be a video in of itself, where I can just react to the video again and commentate about it, which I probably should have done, but I said a lot of mean things. I don't want to be a hateful person to this. I want to be a fair commentary YouTuber, because, you know, I'm just the best commentary YouTuber. But pretty much this VTuber is just a parrot of Pegasus. But to be fair, she does give some separate points sometimes. Maybe twice, once, 3 times. Nah, I don't want to be mean. She has a mind of her own. Sometimes, I guess. Anyway, she's very hypocritical. She talks about the Hasan reactions being incredibly trash, bad content, saying, make better content. While she is a reactor, almost all of her content, I'm pretty sure all of it is just reaction content, so you can't talk about that. It's hypocritical. But hey, talk about anything you want, I guess. I guess. And again, whereas Pegasus was slightly respectful and made good points, she's just, at least I think it's a she's just completely rude, completely disrespectful to Hasan, and I don't want to defend him, but to defend him, no one should really be mocked for saying they'd unalive themselves. Again, disrespectful, rude, hypocritical, and just distasteful. This was a disgusting video, not gonna lie. A vile video. I checked the comments to see if anyone was agreeing with me, and I only found one, saying, this video was vile. The only two bits that made sense were Destiny's comment and the message from the subreddit. But I also agree about Pegasus' mental health points. The rest was just, lol, let's laugh at that guy I obviously and openly hate by misrepresenting and/or over-exaggerating everything. Does he think that makes him better than Hasan in terms of Pegasus? I don't want to sound like I just hate VTubers. I need to make this a separate video. I'm going to stick to the commentary rather than the hate right now, rather than expanding the rant that is already, like 20 minutes long. Oh my god. Pretty much, I would agree with the Reddit post that these videos were kind of vile. That the VTuber was incredibly hypocritical and rude, and half the time I wanted to blow my brains out during this video. I can't keep it in, man. Whoa. Pause. Again, I don't want to be biased, at least in this video, and just say I hate VTubers and therefore I hate their opinion, but I just really think this VTuber was vile, hypocritical, added almost nothing to the points presented, but disrespectful, distasteful things, and I would agree that both of these were profiting off misery. Both of these videos were profiting off misery. Pegasus, to an extent, but this one, yeah, especially because it was a stream also. I don't want to spread hate, but the person here, the VTuber, whoever's behind this, was just distasteful. Again, no hate. Everyone can have their own opinion, but my opinion, because I'm allowed to have one too, is that this person was incredibly rude, disrespectful, distasteful, all of the above. Making fun of this person, mocking them, while still being hypocritical. Like a holy trio of things. Calling him a reactor Andy while being a reactor yourself is hypocritical. Blatantly ignoring points of the argument that go against you also is hypocritical. Making fun of a man for saying he'd unalive himself and calling him a baby and to grow up and all of this is disrespectful no matter the person. I hate Hasan, okay? I am as biased as I could be, and yet I'm still agreeing with Hasan here. At least, not agreeing with Hasan because he hasn't made a point, but defending Hasan. Because that is distasteful. That is disrespectful. Everyone should be able to feel how they want to feel. To say that's wrong, to say you're a baby and you should grow up after saying a serious thing like that, it's disgusting, man. And I would agree with the points made that these videos are vile. And I would agree with the overall arcing point, which is my point, that this is profiting off someone else's misery, and that these videos are distasteful. Again, no hate. I probably sound hypocritical as hell sometimes in this video too, but do better. I think that's just a good statement, you know? Do better, child. I think everyone here just needs to do better. Especially this VTuber, man. God, I just hate VTubers! I could make this a whole video. A whole 2 videos. I'm not even joking. I'd be profiting over my own hate for VTubers and the hate I had during this video. Which, I'm gonna say again, was absolute suffering. Watching the 34-minute, 47-second video was like engaging in a plank for 34 minutes, 47 seconds. Suffering, complete torture. If you made me watch this again, I am not joking, I would find you and I would kill you. Liam Neeson style. This video was so long I lost some of my points from the start of this rant and the end of this rant, which was also incredibly long, but I feel like I had a full character anime style arc in this whole thing, like Uncle Iroh type thing, Zuko type thing. At the start, I just hated this VTuber, to the point where I was genuinely fake reacting like I was on a Twitch stream, pausing the video and just immediately clapping back after everything she said. But at the end, do what you want to do, say what you want to say, but I think it's disrespectful and distasteful what this YouTuber does. And again, I agree with the overarching point. This was profiting off someone else's misery, and that both of these videos were viral and disgusting. All the above. Again, the VTuber was just ignorant too sometimes. Okay, I'm getting too much hate, man. It's building up in me. I'm gonna make a whole YouTube video. I'll get it all out instantly, and it'll be amazing. Again, fair points were made, at least on Pegasus' side. No hate to any of these people. Like I'd be able to spread any anyway. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the long rant. Again, these videos are probably something you should put on while you're just doing something else, I guess. Or if you really want to listen to a little British boy's commentary. But if you made it this far, leave a comment. I don't know, make it sound cryptic, like I made it to the end of the video. That is not cryptic at all. But if you're hearing this, You're a real one. You're a brother. Respect. Glad you stayed this long just to hear me out. And I'll see ya. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. If the apocalypse really does happen tomorrow, April 8th, best to you. And I'll see you. Thanks for watching. All my other points for another video. Thanks. Again, man, I want to say so much more, but I'll save it for another day. Thanks. Remind me in the comments, please. Okay. For real, see you. Thanks. You're a real one.